Something huge is happening in the XRP chart literally as we speak right now. I had just made a video about specifically XRP and how it's looking ready to pop, and it sure is. But I had failed to mention that we are very, very close to breaking out of this long-term trendline resistance ever since the bull market top here in 2021 in April. So we're seeing kind of matching time points of like March, April timeframe. We see good XRP movement. So let's just say then March, April of this time frame. So we had our top here went down. We had a pump and then its top went down. And then March, we had a pump and then a top went down. And then here we're sitting at like more of a bottoming area. And I would say March, we're going to, pull one of these where we then kind of rise into early April, and then we may have a correction till May. So I definitely see something like, could be a potential something like this on the horizon where we have in March a spike and then we come back down in April. And then maybe in May we have kind of a retest up here. That'd be pretty sick. And the movement that we're making right now and kind of where we're at in this whole trend. I mean, we were saying back in December, hey, watch for March and this triangle closing. And now we're at that moment and it's looking very, very good. So let us go into the general market update. It is Wednesday, March 8th. It's 7:33 a.m. So let's go into it. We're going to start off with the total. No, we're going to go with the dollar. Let's see right here. So the dollar day chart right now on the daily chart, we're running into a key level of resistance. And I could probably even move this up or make another horizontal line, I would say, because we have these wicks over here. And this area where we're at, definitely a key level we want to get rejected at. If we were to head up a little higher, I would say 106.40 is our next level of resistance where it's a must to get rejected at, because you can see when we got above here, we went and then support, broke below, rejection, then came down to retest area that kind of once we broke up here, we kind of sent it. And then we came up right to that resistance level. We broke above and then went. Then we came back down as support, broke through resistance, back down, resistance, resistance. And right now we're at this point. So these two levels are crucial as far as getting rejected at right here and then rolling over. And this daily kind of candle that's formed already with this wick at the top and us kind of heading down here, the stock RSI is still below this 50 line. So if we cross on the daily above this 50 line, all right, it's maybe hitting this target is likely. But as long as we're below right here, then it's looking less likely. And on the 12-hour chart, we're seeing highs put in, but in the indicators, we're not seeing that kind of reflecting. So we do have this moment right now where we could actually have this be like kind of a last kind of push, get rejected right here, and then we actually push back down. It's definitely showing signs of that. So, that was a 15-hour chart, 12-hour chart right here. There we go. So yeah, definitely showing signs that that could be the case here. So let's go to the 6 hours, see if we kind of are showing some bearish momentum coming in. The 6 hour candle just kind of closed a half hour ago. We are starting to curl down a bit, but it's too early to call it. So let's go to the 3 hour chart, starting to curl down a little more. Let's look at the 2 hour, 1 hour. All right. And now, so the 1 hour is the momentum's gone. We need to see that reflect in the 2 hour and then the 3 hour, and then it's likely set in stone. We're going to come back down here. But it is looking very promising that we will pull down definitely at this moment right now. Like if we were to go to the 4 hour chart, the 2 hour chart and look at the past levels where we found some corrections come in for the TSI. Yeah, we've already hit it. It was basically, right here. We saw, let me pull up the horizontal line here. Yep. So top, 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 top. And then we're curling over. Every time we kind of curled over, it was top. So this could be the macro top of this kind of breather with the dollar, and then us really start to pull down here. Yep, that's the dollar. Let's look at bond yields. It's starting to come down. I would say that they are going to come down. Whenever you see this type of kind of thing where, let me do that. We kind of have a cross up and it looks like we're going to gear up, and then all of a sudden we curl over and it's very weak. Yeah, to me, that spells that we're going to roll over in the bond yields. Yep, so that's what I see there. If we take out this low to this high, it's around 3.925. We'll likely come down to 3.84, probably 3.73 as well too. Key level, if you zoom out, 3.72. right down to here. That was like on this level where we had our, let me go to a daily, you probably see it better. So we had this area where we found some resistance support at. We'd have pop-ups above it, come down below, rejection, come down. When we got above it here and we started, just keep going up, even though the momentum has been curling over. So sometimes things can still keep going up, but the momentum curls over and then all of a sudden you see this really kicks in and it has the dollar slam. And I think the bond yield slam. And I think we're at that moment for sure. There's definitely some kind of wrenches being thrown in it, having the chart look certain ways. I'm kind of a little scared with the dollar and stuff, but so far, we have key levels holding right now, but we got to keep on top of it. This is a critical week. So that's the bond yields rolling over as we speak. Dollar, it does seem like we're officially rolling over here or getting ready to break this horizontal kind of support that we had. So we're right at it right now, I'd say. So definitely key moment. And if this can continue down just a little bit, then it's likely set in stone. I would go out on a limb and say, yeah, it does look like we are kind of coming down here and crossing down momentum to the downside on the 30-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour. And if that can spill over into the 2 hour, 3 hour, and then it's set in stone. So we're close. And then the stock market, we got the NASDAQ right here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. So we have this 200 moving average sitting here around 12,086. I would say 12,000 flat, solid key level. So that's definitely on the radar. We did have a 4-hour come in. Let's look at like the 6-hour. Do have momentum coming down. If we could just hold this level, around that 12,000 mark. So I'll take this low to this high. Yep. So I'd say around like critical to hold 11,900 to 12,000. Because that's where we have a lot of like 786. We have the 200 moving average. We have past levels of horizontal support resistance. So that's our level we want to hold if we come down to there. Yeah. And even if you zoom out all the way back here. So key level for that. We are just getting hung up right below that 50 line, kind of like we did back here. So definitely interesting to say the least as far as that when we got hung up back here, that was honestly, now it's starting to look the same. If you really look at it, not looking at the chart, but more of the indicators down here. Like if we compared this, and I'd say we're at that moment with this, right? We had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 come down. Then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 come down. And then we had our break below the 50 line, and then we came up and did like a point there and came down, break below the 50 line, then we came up, did a point there, then down, and then we did a little hump at the bottom, and then came up, went flat, came up, went flat, right? And then this was January 5th, and then we rocketed up for around like 5 days, and that was when Bitcoin had its largest like gaining week. This was right here, January 5th. January 5th to January 10th. So from like here, January 10th. So it was not much of a big move. I mean, you could call it a big move for the stock market, but with crypto, it was wild. Like if we go to January 5th, January 10th, it was from this point, January 5th, and then January 10th was actually right like kind of in the middle of this run up here. So interesting. I would say that a lot of things are lining up. Let's go to Bitcoin now. And we have the scenarios, right? And we had said in the Discord, if you're not already in the Discord, join it because we're talking about key levels in there. So we're talking all throughout the day. I mean, you could see the video, but things could change within an hour, 2 hours with trading. And just with like, if you're looking at short-term analysis, it can change on a dime here. So you got to get updated in real time. So hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, but also join the Discord. And so you can get updated when we are flashing stuff right away. But so we got the scenarios here. We could say we're either going to 21.5K by today or 22.9K by today. And then I would say we could be at 25K by Friday, or we could be down here around 19.3K by Friday, based off this fractal kind of the bullish scenario, bearish scenario. Then there's a scenario where we actually have a fake out, pull down, and then come back up and fulfill the bullish scenario. But so that's what I'm watching. And we have the key levels here, the horizontal line. We have similar kind of patterns going on as well too. And we could use the Stargate indicator as well to see that, if I go to the 1 hour chart, throw it on, I use the indicator sometimes to look at fractal patterns, because if we're comparing these yellow circles, this kind of moved down here to back here, you had a buy warning, buy now on the 1 hour chart, right? And you'll see multiple buy nows on lower time frames. That's why we looked at higher time frames and match time frames to hit that utmost bottom. But yeah, buy warning, buy now right there. Buy warning, buy now right there. Slam down, buy warning, buy now. Kind of at this first bottom here. Buy warning, buy now at this first bottom here. Then we go sideways for a bit and then we curl over. We have our buy warning and then a buy now. Buy warning, buy now, and that's our low of this move. And then we go. We had it 2 times right here, but that doesn't change anything. It's still at the same vicinity and price. We didn't break the 22K yet with conviction. So as long as we're staying above that 22K, closing bodies of the candles above, and as long as the momentum for crypto is kind of staying stable or starting to head up and curl up, then we're all good. I mean, XRP is about to knock on 39 cents door right now. And if the dollar can roll over too, that's just the fuel on the fire that we need. And it's looking like that to be the case. Let's go to, XRP. We'll check it out real quick. A little update on that, even though I did the full video. Definitely watch the full video. I'm not going to cover it in depth here, but as you can see, knocking on 39 cents door. If we were to look at it a little, I got a 33x in right now too. And I have a feeling that's going to be a grand slam. I'm pretty pumped right now. So if we go from this high down to this low, we stretch it out and we throw a horizontal line in. So breaking above 0.3968, 40 cents really. And we still have momentum. It's game on. And we could easily see that today with the kind of momentum we're putting in right now. 30 minutes still coming up here. 1 hour is still coming up here. 4 hour crossed up, still coming up. If we're looking at the 12-hour chart that just closed right now, you're seeing that TSI hasn't even got above the 0 line yet. If we close tonight and we're still kicking up here, MACD green, TSI is crossing the 0 line. I mean, look what happened over here. Like, let's analyze the fractal. Yeah, so like we had our kind of coming down here, then we pop up, come down, pop up, come down, and then we start to rise. And then when we get above the 0 line with the 12-hour TSI, now throw the chart up, that was right at this moment before we went. And that kind of compares to what I showed in the video earlier. If you haven't already seen it, definitely watch it. It was about XRP flashing a huge signal. I did a fractal pattern that kind of said that, yeah, now's the time. And it's looking like it's more and more of the case. Even on the stock RSI, on the 12-hour, we kind of come up here, come back down, and then we go. We already came up here, come back down, then we go. I would say, and if you look at the pink, we come up, come down a little bit, and then we go. So I would say, yeah, we're like right at this January 9th moment where a couple days later, 4 to 5 days, you have a rapid spike. I would say we're at that point. I've been saying it. It's been XRP's time. You can feel it. And the chart's lining up with that. So exciting times there. Let's go to XLM. Starting to recover here. Let's go to the 12-hour chart. So right now we're sitting on some key support. So we have this right here. You could pull it up a little bit and be like, oh, we broke it. But XLM, XRP always love to mess with people where it'll break a key level just a little bit and then it'll ultimately reclaim it real fast and go much higher. If I'm seeing XRP doing what it's doing now, I'm sure XLM will catch up and most of the market, but XRP is leading, of course. So let's go. Yeah, so we're close to getting that MACD, TSI, stock RSI cross up. We could go to the 1-day chart. We need to see more momentum come in here. If we go to the 9-hour and kind of get a little bit of a read on it ahead of time, the 9-hour stock RSI is crossed up. MACD is about to curl in and the TSI very eerily similar to back here. So I would say that across the board, some of these altcoins are looking very good. XRP definitely does look the best out of all of them. If we go to the 6-hour, already crossed. Let's go to the 11-hour, check it. 11 hours about to cross. So yeah, by tonight, we're going to get a lot of signs and a lot of signals flashed through to the Discord for a lot of coins here. So it's going to be a critical day. We'll have to see how it pans out, but I'm going to leave it at that. So I will see you guys in the Discord. Link will be in the bio, and I'll see you guys in the next video.